All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we're going to jump right in and break down just four common habits that might be the very thing holding you back from getting rich. So let's start with a really direct question, and I want you to be honest with yourself here. Do you really want to be rich? I mean, truly? Because how you answer that, well, it's going to set the stage for everything we talk about next. Okay, so here's the game plan. First, we'll talk about why the decision to change is so critical. Then we'll get into the four big habits, that nagging scarcity mindset, getting stuck in the rat race, this weird love-hate thing people have with money, and finally, the huge difference between just saving and actually investing. And we'll wrap it all up with a choice that's all yours. All right, first up, the decision to change. It all starts right here in your head because getting wealthy, it's not just about the numbers in your bank account. It's really about the mindset you bring to the game. And get this, the source material makes a really powerful point. Today's world, it's like a global village. There are seriously more opportunities to get rich right now than at any other time in history. I mean, think about it. You've got blogging, YouTube, e-commerce. With all these tools at your fingertips, the argument is that the system isn't really what's holding you back. Okay, so let's get into the very first habit. And honestly, this one is huge. It's what the source calls the scarcity mindset. The idea here is that your biggest roadblock, it's probably your own financial fixed mindset. So what does that mean? Well, it means it's time to stop blaming the system, the government, or the taxes for where you are financially. According to the source, that habit of pointing fingers, that's the real trap. It's not the outside stuff. It's the internal blame game that keeps you stuck. And this example just illustrates the difference perfectly. So picture this. Two businessmen, and they've both gone bankrupt. The one with the scarcity mindset just throws his hands up. It's fine, he says. I'll get by. He basically gives up, and his brain just stops searching for a way out. But the other guy, the one with the abundance mindset, he sees it totally differently. Hey, ups and downs happen. If I did it once, I can do it again. See the difference? One person quits. The other sees a comeback story waiting to happen. All right, let's move on to habit number 2, the rat race. It's a phrase we hear all the time, right? But are you actually in it? Let's break down what it really means. So the source defines the rat race as this intense societal pressure to just follow a script. You know the one, go to school, get into a good college, then university, and then land a job. And the craziest part, once you're on this treadmill, you end up teaching the exact same path to your kids. It's a cycle. And yeah, this lays out that loop perfectly. Get good grades so you can get into a good college. Get into a good college so you can get into a good university. All of that just to land a safe job. And what's the grand finale? Teaching your own children to run the very same race. It's a path that, according to the source, is almost designed to keep you from ever getting ahead. Now, the source makes a pretty bold claim here. It says a job is designed to make your boss rich, not you. And when you think about it, the wealthiest people on the planet, they're not employees, are they? They have titles like founder or creator. The argument is that your salary is just a tiny slice of the massive profits you're helping the owner generate. Okay, let's dig into habit number 3. This one's a little more psychological, maybe even a bit sneaky. It's this contradictory hatred for money. It's all about the completely conflicting and kind of weird beliefs so many of us have about wealth. I mean, how many times have you heard this? Someone says, there's nothing in money, it can't buy you peace. People say things like this all the time, almost to make themselves feel better, painting money as this evil, corrupting force. But here's the massive contradiction, right? The very same people who say money doesn't matter, they're the ones waking up at the crack of dawn for their job. They're working overtime for that little extra cash. Maybe they even have a second job. They spend their entire lives working for money. It's a total paradox. So the big takeaway here from the source is that you've got to reframe how you think about this. It makes the bold claim that money solves 99% of life's problems. It's not evil, it's just a tool, and if you want to acquire it, you have to start by respecting it for the tool that it is. And that brings us to our fourth and final habit. This one is super practical. It's all about understanding the massive difference between saving your money and investing it. It's about learning how to make your money work for you. And this breakdown just lays it all out, crystal clear. On one side, you've got saving. That's all about fear of risk. You just store your money, but because of inflation, its value is actually shrinking over time. In that world, you are working for your money. Now, on the other side, you've got investing. That's about accepting a calculated risk. You're putting your money to work so it has the chance to grow. In this world, your money is working for you. See the flip?
Let's make this super concrete with an example from the source. Imagine you managed to save 1 crore rupees. Great. You put it all in a savings account and just let it sit there.
Okay, now fast forward 5 years. You haven't touched it, but a silent little thief called inflation has been busy, slowly eating away at the real value of your cash.
And what's the result? Well, the purchasing power of your money could literally be cut in half. You'd still have 1 crore written on your bank statement, but it would buy you way, way less. Now flip that. What if you had invested it? It could have potentially grown into several crores. So the hard truth is, just saving money means you're actually losing it over time. Investing is how you actually build wealth.
So, okay, we've gone through these 4 habits, which brings us to the final and most important part: your money, your decision. Because after all this, the choice about what to do next, well, that's completely up to you. And really, it boils down to 2 very different paths. You can stick with that scarcity mentality, blame the system, keep running in the rat race, secretly resent money, and just watch your savings get eaten away by inflation. Or you can choose the abundance mentality. Take full ownership, focus on creating value, see money as the powerful tool it is, and invest it to build the future you want. So we're going to end with this one final question for you to think about. Now that you know about these 4 habits, what's the very next decision you're going to make with your money? Seriously, which path are you going to choose to follow? Starting right now, today.